Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some Christmas Rice Krispie Treat wreaths, so stay tuned. Here are the ingredients that we're going to use. 6 cups of Rice Krispies, a 10-ounce package of mini marshmallows, some green food coloring, some red cake icing, 3 tablespoons of melted butter, and some red milk chocolate plain M&Ms. Things are going to move pretty quickly once the marshmallows melt. So I like to have my Rice Krispies already separated into a bowl. And also, beforehand, a little tip is I spray my utensils, my pan, and my spatula with Pam cooking spray initially. Now I'm melting my butter on medium heat. And as soon as that gets a little bit more melted, I'm going to add my marshmallows to it. I've added my marshmallows. Now you just want to stir continuously. As I mentioned, definitely have your spatula or whatever you're using already sprayed with Pam. That way it won't get too stuck to the spatula. Now that my marshmallows are fully melted, it's kind of a soupy mixture. I turn my heat off, and now I'm going to add my green food coloring in here. I want to get a nice green color. I'm moving pretty quickly. I'm just going to stir that up. Alright, so now that that's fully mixed, I'm going to start spooning in my Rice Krispies that I already had separated, like so. Stir that in, mix it up really well until they're all fully coated with the green marshmallow mix. Alright, so my Rice Krispies are all fully coated in the green marshmallow dye. Now I'm going to spread it out on some wax paper and get to work. Alright, so I've let my Rice Krispie concoction cool for a little while. I'm going to spray my hands with some Pam. So that way, just a little bit, I want to make sure, both of them, I want to make sure that the Rice Krispies don't stick to my hands, and I want to be able to work with them. So now I'm just going to start taking some Rice Krispie mix out of my pot. It's still warm, but it's not too hot. And I'm just going to form it into I'm rolling it together, I hope you can see that, into like a little snake. And then I'm going to form it into a wreath. Just like so. As you can see that. And now I'm going to make a few of these small ones, just like I did the last one, grabbing a handful. I'm going to roll it together in my hands to make a little snake, kind of like we used to do with Play-Doh when we were kids. All right, you can get a little bit more here. I didn't get quite enough to close the circle. All right, stick that together. Like so. It's my second one. Okay, so I've got my 4 little ones there. And now I'm going to make a big one. Alright, so I'm going to spray my hands with Pam again, just to make it easier to work with. And now I'm going to make this mass into the shape of a wreath. I'm going to make it into a circle. I didn't roll this one in a ball because of just the size. It was easier just to put the mass on the wax paper. And now I'm going to form the shape. See how it's pretty easy to maneuver. Make sure you do this when it's still warm, but not too hot to the touch because you don't want to burn yourself. And the spraying your hands with the Pam definitely makes this easier to maneuver. So I'm almost done here. These little stray pieces. And there you go. There's my big wreath to go with my little baby wreaths. So now that I have my wreath made, I have my red M&Ms, and what I'm going to do is just place them on the wreath how I like, wherever I like, And make sure that your Rice Krispie Treats are not too hot. They should still be warm, but not hot to the touch, because you don't want, you don't want the hotness to, or the heat to melt the M&Ms. But because they're still warm, they're going to hold the M&Ms in place. And you just make whatever design you like. Alright, so I've got my little M&Ms on my wreath where I like them. And they're going to hold there because of the stickiness. Now I'm going to add my red M&Ms to my little baby ones. Can't forget them. They're over here. They only did a few because they're smaller. Oops. And these will make really nice treats for the kids, which is why I'm making 3 small ones for kids and then a big one for the adults. So now that I've got my little wreaths all decorated with my little M&M berries, the last thing I'm going to do is take my red frosting and I'm going to make the bow. Little bitty bow like so. Go. Another one for this one. And now for the big bow, for the big wreath. Put a little tassel on it. And there you go. That's your Christmas Rice Krispie Treat wreath.